Hello everyone, welcome to PSIR the Bliss channel. This is me, your educator, Sayyid Shujatullah. Do subscribe to the channel, like and share, and do enroll in the courses with regard to PSIR classes, test series, and mentorship. Today in our discussion, we are talking about why there is a newfound love is there with regard to Pakistan from America. Why America is finding a new lover in Pakistan? That is what we wanted to understand now. So this is a PSIR mains theme number 11. Till now we have completed 10 mains topics along with the content. As I already tell you that whatever I teach is completely content driven. There is not much sensationalization of topics with regard to what happens in the world that I don't put, because obviously I'm not a TV channel or the breaking news kind of thing. So that's the reason my sole intention is to give you as much content as I can give so that it will be useful for your examination. My main focus will be content and also towards it has complete relevance to your examination and it should give something to you. Okay, right. Today we'll be talking about background of US-Pakistan ties. Just like we are not having good relationship with USA at this point of time, and we were very good before, right? So Khatta-Meta relationship of India and US is also there. In the same way, Pakistan relationship with USA is not a steady smooth thing. They've also seen, both of them have also seen what? Ups and down in their bilateral ties. So we'll talk about background of US-Pakistan ties. What are the current development of US and Pakistan which may have a issue with India, and India should have to re-strategize with regard to our national security, with regard to trade, etc., so and so forth with America, because the recent developments of America are much pro toward Pakistan. Then whatever the deal that happened between the America and US, so that is what is the significance of this deal, and with the help of this deal what Pakistan gains and what America gains. That these are the four important topics that may come in the examination. There is a one funny thing that you might not have observed, but I would like to tell all of you. When I'm talking about India and Pakistan relation, India and like Pakistan relationships with any other countries. So obviously I am representing here Donald Trump, but here I am representing what? Asif Munir, the chief of the army of Pakistan. Because this is a satire also, you can understand why, because the Pakistan government is what? Military led. So instead of putting the face of Shehbaz Sharif, which is actually not the de facto ruler, I have put what? Munir. So this is something that everyone knows, that Pakistan government is not actually the government that we see, but it is military influenced government, right? Okay. Chalo. One important thing that I would like to tell all of you. So here in the world map, if you see, here is a world map, very, very important. India is very good with Russia and America, right? So India follows a non-alignment movement. And if you talk about Pakistan here, okay, Pakistan also follows a non-alignment movement. Pakistan is towards China, Pakistan is towards America. So they take the benefits and interests of both the nations just like we do. But one important catch here is why Pakistan is not very good to Russia, why India is not having good relation with one of the largest superpower of the world, that is China. While Pakistan is comfortable with China but not comfortable with Russia. Why is this complexity is there with regard to China, India, with regard to India and Pakistan relations with Russia and China? We have to go deeper into that. Okay? Right. Now, recent development if you see with regard to USA, one things are they are doing very common things. Okay. With Donald Trump, a businessman, a business tycoon, so he is more after what? For his American country or for the citizen of his country. So he's basically more involved in what? he is going for protectionism policy. Going for what? Protectionism policy. What is the meaning of protectionism policy? It means secure the interest of citizens with regard to their employment, with regard to their investment, with regard to their trade, with regard to their competition, with regard to their employment exchange. Okay, if any government is following all of these, then we call it as protectionism policy. And Mr. Donald Trump is actually doing the same. Fine. The first thing that he is doing is he's completely after what? Trade tariff. And now you just imagine a point here. Why do you impose tariff on the nations? Obviously, the amount of tariff should equals to what the prices are there in the market, which are produced by the domestic industries, right? That's why tariff is there, so that both the products should have competition, and it is left on the onus of the consumer that which one he want to buy. So he's completely after tariff. Okay. And he is imposing tariff even in the developing nations like India also. This is one point. Second one is his political decisions with regard to what India and Pakistan and Iran are completely changing one or the other time. Sometimes he says something and another times he says something. So if you see his comment recently, he said that, okay, by laughing, by smiling, he said that we are going to build a lot of oil reserves in Pakistan, he said. And who knows, Pakistan will be selling oil to India someday. That is what he said. No, he did not stop there also. He called India and Russia's economy a dead economy. Economy that don't bore any fruits, not useful to any country. That is called as what? Dead economy. So in response to Donald Trump, that's particular statement, Russia's former president Dmitry Medvedev has also given a very, very good reply to the America. Then America said that if the former president is behaving that he is still president. Okay. And in his response to the Dmitry Medvedev, Mr. Medvedev told that, okay, you be very cautious, like he was telling to the Donald Trump, be very cautious of what the words you are using, because we are ready with the nuclears. And that assuming that threat that Russia is threatening the USA with regard to the nuclear, US have dispatched 2 naval ships in the near to the Russian waters. So escalations are being done with regard to provocation is being happening, provocations to the countries. Okay, trade tariff war, no clear stand, geopolitical interference with regard to India and Pakistan Operation Sindhu. No, this is all has been Donald Trump is the person who is doing this, Mr. President of the America. Okay, chalo, I gave the importance of a little bit overview of what we are doing today. So let us see background of US and Pakistan relationship. Pakistan relationship with the US date back to independence time as of India also. It is good to see that Pakistan has good relation with Russia at the time of what independence, and Pakistan actually sided with what Washington. So okay, to correct myself, at the time of 1947, Pakistan has sided with what? USA. Means at the time also Pakistan did not like Russia, one or the other way, their interests did not match. So Pakistan relation with the USA has been dating back to 1947 at the time of independence, when Pakistan has aligned with Washington, nothing but America, during the Cold War. 90s, 1900, 1800s are called as, the period is called as Cold War. Trade war, space war, technology war, all of these called as Cold War. Okay. After the Soviet Union has invaded Afghanistan, Pakistan supported US objectives, and Pakistan along with the US has forced Moscow to pull out of its troops somehow. How they did it? How they did it? I'll tell you. So, USA and Pakistan today has raised a force which is called as what? Indian Mujahideen. And this Indian Mujahideen, this force will be supplied by money, technical support, training, etc., technology, arms, ammunitions by these two countries. And this Indian Mujahideen was actually killing the soldiers of Russia over here, destroying their bases, okay, bombing their bases, bombing their camps, etc. So, as because Russia was continuously getting hurt and hurt over a period of time, they thought that okay, let us pull out, let us pull out. So they went it, they went back. That is what has happened. So during the Cold War, Pakistan sided with Washington and helped Washington, that is America, to force Russia to move out of what? Afghanistan. Subsequently, Pakistan also backed the post 9/11 US war on terror. So Pakistan gave full support with regard to US on the 9/11 terror. So these are the good things of Pakistan with America. Now we have strained relations when it happened. US strategic community also started questioning Pakistan credibility. Like Pakistan helped here, Pakistan was a partner here, but it is very important that 9/11, the mastermind of 9/11, Osama bin Laden, was found to be residing just a few kilometers away from the Pakistan military quarters in the area called as Abbottabad. Means in your country, in Pakistan country, in one area, the area is very near to military base. There the Osama bin Laden, the mastermind of 9/11 terrorist attack, actually residing, and Pakistan is unaware of it. How can this be possible? So can we really rely on the credibility of the Pakistan that it is actually wanting to end terror or actually wanted to side with us? That is the biggest question that they were asking themselves. So can we go ahead with Pakistan because a world designated terrorist is hiding in their country and they don't even know about it. Then after the US left the Afghanistan, Taliban has returned to power in August 2021. The strategic partnership has warned further. Pakistan is increasingly turned towards China for economic, military, and technological support. And here, what happened is, after the Taliban came to power, then again, US strategic, military strategic community, they said that okay, let us now halt some of the funds to the Pakistan. Okay, they are actually squeezing Pakistan on many fronts. So then Pakistan thought that okay, anyhow America is not going to be with me and we are having very problematic relationships. Pakistan has turned towards what? China here. Okay, for its all the needs. Recent developments, if you see, Pakistan, US President Donald Trump has announced a new agreement with Pakistan aims at developing the country's substantial oil reserves. So meta relationship we have seen at a time of independence. Recently we have seen Khatta. Now in 2025 we are seeing again a meta relationships of America and Pakistan where America wants to build substantial oil reserves for the developing country of Pakistan. Okay. Trump has also remarked and said, as I've told you, that Pakistan will build so much reserve in Pakistan that they will be able to sell oil to India. Okay. Now, this came after Trump announced 25% tariff and additional penalties on Indian imports, citing India's continued energy ties with Russia. Trump does not want, or America does not want India to trade with Russia and imposing lot of tariffs on what India and forcing India to not to take oil from what? Russia whatsoever, because they want to sanction Russia because of the Russia is invading Ukraine. Okay. Now, yes, strategically, one important thing everyone has to understand. America want to have its influence in nothing but some other country. America should have a country here where it can easily able to enroad. Means they can easily come there, go there, whatsoever. So USA cannot go to Russia, USA cannot go to China. Now USA is not in a good terms with India. And USA with Sri Lanka is very small country, Bangladesh is very small country. So here USA here having a problem. Afghanistan, okay, already Taliban. Here Iran is there. Now just imagine which is a country in Asia which can make sure that Pakistan, like EU, America has some kind of influence here when all the countries, whatever I have just spoken, has been a force to what? You America only. Force I'm meaning means enemies, like not enemies exactly hostile. Okay. So America got only one bright light, that is Pakistan. That's why they are getting very better with Pakistan, so that at least their presence is here. It means if their presence is here, their presence will be all here. Plus, any time they can be attacking what any of these countries if they have to be, like in such cases of event happens. Now, the last topic of discussion today, significance for Pakistan. Pakistan, with the help of this deal, has largest import of oil, which is valued at 11.3 billion for the fiscal year of this ending on June 30, 2025, which is approximately one fifth of the national total imports. So one fifth of the imports coming from what? Only USA. The import agreement will enable Pakistan to expand its crude oil procurement sources and decrease its dependence on Middle Eastern countries like Saudi, Qatar, etc., so on and so forth. So Pakistan will get good amount of oil for sure. Now, what is the significance? What are the takeaways for the America here? Pakistan has got good amount of rare earth elements, okay, which are critical for the defense, robotics, electronics industry. Pakistan, these the rare earth elements can assets can now being offered to what? Foreign investors, including US and Saudi Arabia. They are ready to give them. Another one is Pakistan is also has formed a crypto council and held talks with the US investors and asking them to invest in this crypto council. So this is what the America is going to get in return for what they are giving. Okay, I hope this is all clear to you. Take care. Do subscribe to the channel. Do be part of my classes, test series, and mentorship, and let us crack your examination with ease.